Today on the channel, we say death to all metal with DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys Dread Lantern.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, back again with another DC McFarlane unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the Dread Lantern from Dark Knight's Metal. But for all your McFarlane toy needs and a whole lot more, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Gotta get a deal out there, of course. And of course, I'm always hunting for a deal, especially for old Todd McFarlane on the couch here. Todd, gotta tell you, I didn't pick this up when it first came out. Played a little of that old-fashioned long game, a game I don't play nearly enough these days. But I did play a little long game here. Got this for $15, 15 shipped, Todd. That's what I got, $15 for this. Didn't feel I needed it that desperately at the beginning, but for 15 bucks shipped, I figured I could pull the trigger on this one. I also had like $8 in an Amazon gift card left there, so it even softened the blow even more. So we'll see how this one ends up. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, see what he's up to here, the old Dread Lantern. Got the gold label up top in the corner. Of course, 12 and up, you 11-year-olds, get the heck out of here. You can't be touching this. Dread Lantern as well. Alan Grant, is that what's going on right here? No, I always get that mixed up. He's the one from Jurassic Park. Alan Scott, Green Lantern. I always want to call him Alan Grant. I don't know. 22 points articulation there. Dread Lantern, Dark Knights edition. Of course, metal. Oh, we're here for the metal. On the side. On the back, look at all that going on. A little glamour shot action artwork. But we're going to dive in. We're going to see what all the fuss is about. Is there fuss all these years later? See you later, goodbye. Will even 200 people watch this unboxing? I don't know, but you know what? I do all my unboxings for fun. It's just to entertain myself. See you later, right off the screen. How about that? Most of the time. So I don't get too worked up about it. But it's a good time also with the Green Lanterns. See you later. And even a Dread Lantern from time to time. See you later. Oh, missed the screen. But we did get a DC McFarlane stand. Crazy. I know, Todd. See you later. Of course, off to the side. Seen it before, seen it again. But let's read the back of this card. The old Dread Lantern. Real name Alan Scott. Don't call him Grant. He gets offended. Following the defeat of the Anti-Monitor, only one Earth remained, but which Earth? In one timeline, Earth 1 Superman prevented Earth 2 Superman from going into final battle. But in the Dark Multiverse, it was Jor-El of Earth 2 who survived. Jor-El of Earth 2 who survived. When the power demon Surtur sought to destroy this new Earth, Green Lantern Alan Scott struck an unthinkable deal to protect his planet and its inhabitants. In exchange for her safety, Alan volunteered to serve as the demon's herald. The former Green Lantern now guides Surtur and his armies to unknowingly worlds, bringing Ragnarok to trillions upon trillions as the terrible Dread Lantern. And oh, everybody loves a little Ragnarok. I think I first heard about Ragnarok from Gwar back in the day. Shout out to Gwar. There it is, old Dread Lantern. Looking good, looking interesting, looking full of twist ties is what he's looking like for me. Oh my gosh, he's got those tight ones. Got it on the sword. Oh my gosh, nobody wants clip ties on the sword, do they? And then we got him on the ankles. We got him on the knees. Oh my gosh, they got this guy tied down. They got him tied down, but of course he's full of so much metal, you got to tie a guy like this down. Dangerous to have him loose running about, of course, as we know. We're going to pop him out, hopefully. Hopefully. Oh my gosh, we must got another twist tie. Oh, we got a hidden twist tie on the forearm. Oh my gosh, and the waist. How dare I forget the waist one. Probably the most important one to get, of course. Twist ties all over the place, just making a mess. Old school plastic cape, don't see that much anymore. See you later. See you later, and rightfully so. I like a plastic cape when done right, but I do prefer the cloth wired ones. A few missteps here and there, Todd, from the couch, but for the most part, do prefer the plastic, or I should say the cloth capes there with the wire. Now, we do get this big old sword here, full of fire, ready to take on the world with Surtur. Surtur! You know what I mean, but looking good here. I don't know if we've seen this before. Is this the only time we've seen that? Looking pretty good. But now we got Mr. Alan Scott right here out of the package. Similar, but different is what we're going with this one here. We got to straighten him out a little bit. Very tight joints on this guy here. Starting with the head sculpt here, it looks like Alan Scott of old. Now we got another Alan Scott to compare it to here shortly, but you got the big collar over here. Of course, Todd McFarlane taught me once upon a time, Kyle, always wiggle your toes. No matter what you do, you got time to wiggle your toes. You always said that to me, but you also said, if you got a collar, flip that bad boy up and get that as high as you can. You'll let everybody know in that room that you mean business. True power move right there. You got the Bandito mask going on like a young Lone Ranger, but you got the fire coming out of his eyes. Fiery eyes on that one. Plastic cape, we talked about that. Very pliable, very movable. Nice purple color to that. 2 discs as the clamp right there holding it down. Not removable in any way, of course. Got a little lantern logo on the chest there. And, of course, a nice dark maroonish red shirt over the top. Forearm guards, and you got some spikes on those forearms, so watch out for those. He does got his lantern ring on his right hand there, ready to go if he needs it. Got the black belt going on. It's got some green pants on. Very interesting green pants. Then you got the maroon boots here. You got the shin guards. Look to be Carlton Fisk. Yes, Carlton Fisk. And in a plot twist, this second one, mismatch. I don't know if he's just poor down on his luck, but he's got a Gary Carter special from his time with the Expos. Oh my gosh, Gary Carter. Shout out to Gary Carter, Expos legend, of course. But looking good right there. Now, arms do go all the way around for us. A little limited, but not all the way limited. I do get a little bit of butterfly in there, of course. Bicep cut. Double jointed, pinned elbows. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. Hula hoop up top, hula hoop down low. Big old splits if you need it. Have you ever seen splits like that? Man, that's dangerous. That's dangerous, what that is. Leg goes up there for the big boot. Double jointed pin knees, ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. And then, of course, you've got to have that toe articulation. And he's got it. He's got it ready to go. He's ready to take on all comers. Definitely a guy playing some hits for us right here. And rescuing the world, doing the Lord's work is what he's doing there. He's going to be a herald instead of just living his life. Shout out to Dr. Alan Scott. Dr. Alan Scott, sure, why not? He's Alan Grant. Alan Scott. And of course we got Alan Scott in a more traditional home right here, leading the way for all the old-timey lanterns is what he's doing right there. But not a bad pickup. I don't know, 25 bucks, 22 bucks, whatever it was originally, or 15. I'll take 15 every single time, but cool enough for what it is. Guess I'll put him on my Dark Knights metal shelf is what I'll end up doing. So there it is, a little Dark Knights metal, a little Alan Scott. What are your guys' thoughts on this one? Did you pick it up way back in the day? I think most people would prefer this one, I would have to imagine, or the platinum version. You guys, once again, tell me in the comments. But of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We get even more content for you, of course, over there on Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this YouTube channel. And all the content it does bring. So much content, make your head spin. That's what's true. It'll happen. Watch out. Of course, check out ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget me on social media. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads. And on Instagram. So for Alan Scott, Green Lantern, Dread Lantern Edition, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.